Hello all the programmers out there. This is Kyoto Ganatra here and welcome back to another tutorial on my YouTube channel. And today in this video, yes, you can't see me. This is just a tutorial and we will have some fun with Python. Before that, let me tell you there is an ongoing series on my YouTube channel, the series on the Python basics. So please go and check it out if you are new here. So let's move ahead and discuss what we are going to talk about in this video. So in this video, we are going to do some experiment with Python, or we will have some fun with Python. So as you might have seen the title, that we will plot something on the Google map with the help of Python. Sounds amazing, right? So that is what we are going to do today. So for that, what we will do is we will use a Python module called as gmplot. So first let's go to the documentation. Before using some another new module, it is always recommended to read the documentation once. So this is the documentation of the Python gmplot module. So you can go through it once. So let's see what it says. That it says plotting data on the Google map the easy way. And yes, I agree to this. There are many other modules that help us to do the same thing, to plot some data on the Google map, but gmplot is one of the simplest one. So what it says is a matplotlib-like interface that generates HTML and JavaScript to render all the data you would like on the Google map. So what it does is whenever we write some code and execute the file, so it will create an HTML file with a lot of JavaScript in it, and when we run that HTML file, we will get our output, and in that output will contain all the plotting that we wanted on the Google map. So this is a really awesome library, and that is why Python is so famous and so buzz in the market right now, because it has a lot of libraries to work with, and that has made programming really easy. So here are the few methods of this gmplot module, sorry. So you can surely go through it. Otherwise we will learn more how to do that in this tutorial. So in what we are going to do in this tutorial, so in this tutorial, what we will do is we will track a route from one particular location to another location. So we will plot up a full route from one particular location to another one. So let's see how it is done. So choose or open any of your favorite text editor. So for the moment, for this one, I am choosing Visual Studio Code, and Visual Studio Code is one of the really good text editors that you can find, and it is one of my favorite. And if you want, you can surely go with the full-fledged IDEs like PyCharm and much more. Otherwise, you can also work with the IDLE that comes built in with Python. Otherwise, you can use this. So as you can see, I have already created a folder that is Google Map tutorial, and in that I have already created a file that is googlemap.py. So without any further delays, let's get started. So the very first step that we need to do is import the module, right? Whenever we use a third-party module, we need to import it in our project. How do we do that? Using the import keyword and then the name of the module. So import gmplot. So this is how it is done. So before directly going ahead and directly plotting something onto the Google map, what we will do is first we will see that how we can access and open the Google map with the help of Python. So for that, gmplot provides one really good method, that is Google Map Plotter. So let's do less of talking and directly start with the coding and see how it is done. So let me first create an object that we will work with, that is a variable. Okay, so this is a variable that we want to work with, gmap1, and what we will do is we will call the method from the gmplot, that is Google Map Plotter. What this Google Map Plotter does is it returns the map object. What is the map object that it will return? It will return as a map object that will have our data plotted, or that on which we want to plot the data. Okay, and it takes a few parameters. So what parameters it takes? First is the latitude of the place. Second is the longitude, that the latitude and longitude of the place that we want to open on our Google map. And the next thing is the zoom level. So right now I have already took out some values of the longitude and latitude just by surfing onto the Google. So what I will be doing is I will be plotting or opening a Google map for Mumbai, the city Mumbai, the beautiful city in Mumbai, a beautiful city Mumbai that is in India. If you want to plot or open the Google map for some another city, what you should do is just search on the Google the name of the city and longitude and latitudes. It will give you the longitude and latitudes of that particular city that you can work with. So already I have the latitude and the longitudes of Mumbai. So let me first enter the first parameter, that is the latitude. So latitude of the Mumbai is this, and then the second one is the longitude. So we have the longitude as 8777, and then is the zoom level. So let's say the zoom level that I want is 15. So the next step is now we are ready with this. What it will do, it will return as a map object with the specified value. That means here we have specified the longitude and latitude of Mumbai with a particular zoom level, so it will return as a map object of Mumbai. And now what we need to do is we will need the Google map, right? We will need something that will help us to see our result. So what we will do is, for that we have a method called as draw that returns an HTML file. Remember what we discussed in the beginning of this video, that it returns an HTML file that contains a lot of JavaScript as well, and when we run that file we will get the output. So this is the method that will return as an HTML file. So let's name the file as map.html. So we are ready with this. So with this, what it will do, it will do is it will open the Google map with the specified values and the zoom level. So now let's run this and see whether it works fine or not. Okay, so the run was successful, and here as we can see, a map.html file was created. So let's go through this map.html file. So it has some HTML and JavaScript. So let's not worry about this at the moment. Just what we need to do is right click and open with live server. And again, live server is an extension that I have installed into my Visual Studio Code. If you do not have, so you can open this HTML file directly onto some particular browser. Otherwise we will go with this live server. So this will open the Google map, and as here we can see, okay, so it is a little bit more zoom. So what we can do is we can just zoom out, and here we can see, yes, our Google map is on to Mumbai. Okay, so let's go back to the zoom level, and here again we can see one more thing, that it shows for the development purpose only. So now what is this watermark? Since we are using the Google map APIs, so these APIs are not free. Okay, since right now we are using it for free, that's why we are getting this watermark. If you want to get rid of this watermark for your future and for your future projects, so you can get the API key from the Google, and then you can work with that API key that will give you the full access to the API. So that will be a paid one, but for this tutorial, for the learning purpose, this is what we want and we have got. So let's close it for the moment, and let me kill the terminal as well. So this is how we will open our Google map. So for now, let me delete this HTML file as well, because we will generate it later when we will track or we will plot the whole route. Now to plot a route, we will need a set of longitudes and latitudes, right, starting from one particular position to another position. So for that, what we will do is we will create two lists. One will be the list of the latitudes and another will be the list of longitudes. So let me create the list. So this is the list. Now what you can do is you can get the exact values from where you want to start plotting and where you want to end plotting. Otherwise, what you can do is you already have the values of Mumbai, right? Values of the you already have the longitude and latitude. So just manipulate these values and you will get some path. Okay, so that is what I have done. I have just manipulated these values here and there. So 07, the next is 90. Okay, then I have is, and the next value that I have is, okay, so let's just have this three values at the moment, and let me create it for longitude as well. So let me name the variable as slang, and so we are ready with the list of longitude and latitude that we wanted. The next step is to create a Google map object that will return us the Google map that we have already done. So this will open the Google map at the specified location. Now what we need to do is we need to plot the specified longitudes and latitude on the Google map, right? We need to plot them on our map. So for doing that, we need to plot the points, right? So for that, it provides us another method. That method is scatter method. So this scatter method will help us to do that. Let's have gm1.scatter, and in this we will pass the longitudes and latitudes that we want to plot. So first will be the list of longitude, next latitude, second one will be the list of longitudes. Then next is the color that we want for our points to be. So let's say I want the red color. So this is the color code for red. Okay, so this for third thing is the color. Let's say the size. The next thing we can do is the size of the points that we want. So let it be as 50. And another thing is marker. So for now we don't want any marker on it. Okay, so let us keep it as false. So what this method will do, that it will plot the points. Now we have got the points of the particular route that we want to track. but we need to join these points, right, to create a whole track or to plot the whole route. So we have got just the points. Now what we need to do is the last thing is we need to join these points. So how we will do that? So for that we have another method, that is plot method. So this plot method will do, it will join all the scatter points by creating the lines. So again we need to pass the latitudes and longitudes to it, so the list of latitude and list of longitudes. And the next thing that we need to do is we need to specify the color that we want for our line to be. So let's say I want the blue color. Okay, why is it coming and blue? We want the blue color. Okay, so the color that we want is blue. And let's say we want to give the width to that line, so we can give it as edge width. Okay, we want to give the edge width, and let's say the value is, okay, so we want 2.5. So this is our simple small code through which we will be able to plot a particular route on the Google map. So we are ready. So let's revise once and then let's hit the run button. So the first thing is the importing the GM module. Then we will have the tool list that will contain the list of longitudes and latitudes, the whole route that we want to plot. Then we will use the Google map plotter. It returns the map object, right? And then we need to plot the points. So to plot that point on the Google map, we have the scatter method, and to join that points we have the plot method, which will join this points with a line. And last one is a draw method that will create our HTML file with a lot of JavaScript. So let's hit the run button, and the run was again successful. Okay, very nice. And we have got your map.html, and here as we can see we have got a really big file this time. Okay, so again let's just keep it for a moment because we don't need to dive deep into this file. What we'll do is directly we will open it with the live server. And okay, so we have opened with the live server, and here as we can see that the points that we wanted are being plotted onto the Google map. So let me zoom out a bit. So it is going from this particular Ghatkopar pumping station, okay, and it is going till somewhere near Kohinoor hospital. Okay, it is going till the Vidyavihar society. So this is how we can plot something onto the Google map with the help of Python. So hope you liked this tutorial, and also check out the Python basic course on my YouTube channel. If you like this tutorial, do not forget to hit that like button. If you have any queries, you can write them below in the comment section, and do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more such videos. Thank you.